how to make techno with just the NCS1 panel and a DAW. Okay, I got a kick drum. I got a digital performer. I took a kick drum sound and just snapped it into 16th notes and copied it a million times. So I just have a 16th note trigger, and then I have another track with quarter notes below it, so I can get a. And I got the quarter notes playing, and it's playing right into the DTG, and you can see it there. It's lighting it up a little bit, and I have it really loud, and I have an EQ on it just to max it out, just so it'll do this. Now you can see that that's a kick drum, or it will be. That's going to be the trigger for our kick drum, and now we're going to make a kick drum using these modules. Okay, first sound. This is my kick drum patch, and as you can see, it's using 2 triangle waves and a VCA and a DTG, and it has some pink noise too going in the VCA with the triangle waves. It's already recorded. Digital performer, armor. Sound number 2. Gonna make some hi-hats. All I did was move those quarter notes over so that they'll be in the hi-hat position. I got the noise mod here in between the SSG and DTG. So boom, gate the noise. Put it through the mixer first. Add some PCOs at high frequencies. Try to chime it up if you can. This is what I got. Alright, I added a little, like a maraca. I just high passed the white noise and made a little complex rhythm here, a little step sequencer style with the little triggers. And I got the messed up sounding snare, kind of. But give me a second. Okay, triggering the variable Q VCF and modulating it with the sine wave of the PCO to get some percussion. Some kind of lower percussion. Okay, now I got a few more sounds in there. I threw in some lower percussion, and now I'm gonna just reinforce the kick drum a little bit with the using the filter as a kick drum itself. Just you know, gonna thicken it up a little bit. Okay, so that's all analog drum synthesis. I'm gonna turn it up. That's all analog drum synthesis from the NCS1 panel Serge modular CGS. You know, VCF-Q, variable Q, VCF, you know, the white noise, the pink noise, the oscillators used in high frequency and low frequency. So that's one panel. You know, you didn't think it was a drum machine. You didn't think it was an analog drum machine, but this is the versatile. This is the open, you know, open structure banana jack business right here. Okay, next is the, you know, I don't know, drones or something. Try to do a drone or something. Okay, 2 VCOs going in the mixer, and then going in the VCA, and then the DTG is open in the VCA, you know, and you got the okay, I went ahead and stretched it out, and by that I mean I just copied the loop and then just did a bunch of chops and drops and little edits, and then layered something kind of like a bass line, some stuff. So computers fail safe, starting to get slow. Every sound came from this panel. Explanation about this panel. This is the NCS1 panel. It was produced by me. I had a group buy, and we everyone who participated in the group buy helped to make this happen. New PC boards are coming out all the time, so there's no reason to make a million of one panel, no matter how amazing it might be, because you can always design a better one later. And that's what we've been doing. This is laser etched, anodized. The intention behind this panel is that this is the first voice panel for your Serge. Like, if you can just only afford to get or build one panel to begin with, This is the beginner. This is the first one, and it's a little bit beyond a beginner because we already did the 73 style. So now we're, you know, we're at the mid deck. We're later in the 70s, and we have this is pretty much a state of the art analog design, because they don't even teach analog design anymore in schools, and this was designed at the peak of analog design. So even if you buy a brand new synth that's analog keyboard or whatever that was designed recently, it's probably not going to be able to do the things that it's for surely not going to be able to do the things that this thing can do, because these circuits are amazing. They were very inspired, the designs behind these circuits. And yeah, this is the NCS1, and you notice that I have no logo on this panel. I had a little logo that I slapped on my first panels because other people were doing it and whatever, but I decided to clone the late 70s artwork for a number of personal reasons. It's about the old school, and this is, you know, this is giving it to them for real, without any extra ego added on top. Now the one thing I did add right there, I added a couple things actually. I added an adapter, which was my own design, but whatever. It's not really a design. Okay. And the little unicorn, of course, that represents Ken Stone, because most of these circuits were made available by Ken Stone, and when you buy PC boards from Ken Stone, he pays royalties to Serge. Now the PCOs were never released as PC boards before. I added a hefty royalty on top, so people who got these PC boards, they paid a lot for them, but I want you to know that about half of that went to Serge. You know, some of it went to the guy who designed the boards for producing them, who produced them anyway, because they were straight off clone 1-to-1. But you know, royalties paid to Serge. You know, that's what this is all about. You know, that's why it says Serge Modular Music Systems. I'm not trying to like take the old brand name and run with it and act like I'm the man or anything, because this is a limited run of retro style panels, and it's just giving the people what they want. They want the Serge, you know, and so there it is. You got it, you know. And when I build these for people, I want you to know that I'm going to pay a royalty direct to my friend Serge. You know, and that's really why I'm doing this. You know, when I came into this building synths, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, if you're going to build somebody else's stuff, you better get a contract. You better get an exclusive. You better build some stuff that you can own, you know. And really, you know, really it's about Serge, man. It's about generating some royalties for him, you know, and I feel really lucky to have learned how to build all this stuff. And so when I build for people, you know, I do the best job that I can, you know. And like I said, royalties paid. So, you know, that's the NCS1. This is your intro. Now, a lot of people, I have a bunch of friends who are like, hey, Dimitri, I see all the stuff you do. I can't afford to buy a Serge off you straight off, so I got into this Euro, and I bought this, this, and that. And and 90% of the time, they end up with an incomplete synth. They end up with an oscillator and an envelope or something and whatnot. Okay, so this is all in one. This is how you get started in a modular synth.